Alright. Back up. Is it working? God, I don't know. Okay. Nothing but issues. Nothing but issues today. I do apologize. Do apologize. Back to game. Not sure if it's my internet's acting up or what.
It's busy.
Oh, it's a phone booth. Like, what the hell is that? She's right there. Talk to her.
So, Miss Walker, were the documents of any help to you?
Yes, I was even able to locate the shop I'm looking for. Thank you so much, Frau Wagner.
Good. Let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.
How do I get there? I'll just start from there.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about your guest house, Frau Wagner?
Oh, I'd be delighted. What would you like to know?
Things seem to be quiet today.
Oh, there's never many guests at this time of year.
Actually, is she a guest too?
Oh, yes. She arrived earlier. An elderly English lady. A former military officer, if I understood correctly. They say she's come on some rather unpleasant business. A burial, from what I can gather.
Oh.
Yes, Miss Walker. And she hasn't let go of the telephone since she got here.
I'd love to know more about you, Frau Wagner.
Oh, there's not much to tell, really. At least, nothing that would change the course of history.
But I'm sure you've had an eventful life, haven't you?
Well, I was born just after the war in Vaghen, and I've never left. I opened this place and ran it with my husband until he died a few years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You see, nothing to write home about. Then again, we were never ones for excitement, really. But we were happy, my husband and I.
The room's just perfect. Thank you so much.
There's no need to thank me, Miss Walker. It's my job to make sure my guests are comfortable. And it's not every day we get a young American lady on a motorbike in the middle of the night looking for a mysterious shop. It makes me feel like I'm in a detective novel.
Vaghen.
I have a few questions about Vaghen.
Good, because if you'd asked me about the latest scientific discovery, I'd have to say pass. But if it's about Vaghen, then you've come to the right person, my dear.
What can you tell me about the district?
Well, it's one of the oldest districts in Vaghen, traditionally working class. Myself and a few of the other relics who live here do try to keep it from modernization and mass tourism as best as we can. Other districts haven't been so careful, and the locals have been forced to leave their district
Believe that
because
guy on
of
the bench is
rising
having a
rent
seizure.
prices.
To be honest, I haven't had much time to find out about Vaghen and the surrounding area. What is it I should know?
For one, Vaghen is very old, renowned for its charm and culture. As for the surrounding area, it attracts mountain lovers mostly, it being so near to the Swiss Alps, of course. The banks of the Dombra, the longest river in the country, are the delight of summer vacationers.
Apparently the shop I'm looking for is located in Vaghen's Antiques district. Could you tell me how to get there from the guest house?
Your best bet is to take the tram, miss. The town centre is almost entirely pedestrian, and your motorbike won't be of any use there. You'll find the nearest tram stop at the top of the stairs, to your right as you go out of the guest house.
History.
My, quest here is closely linked to the region of Vaghen. Could you tell me a little bit about its history?
I'd be glad to.
The woman I'm looking for must have been about 18 in 1937. Was this an important date in the history of Vaghen?
Not that I know of, no. But I'm not much of a historian, and I wasn't even born then. All I know is that the Troubles came the following years, with the Second World War. So that year must have been a boom year for fascist ideology, when the Brown Shadow was still just another party vying for power by preaching hate.
I found out about the woman I'm looking for thanks to a painting that must have been pillaged by the Brown Shadow during World War II.
It doesn't surprise me. Vaghen, and by extension all of Ostertal, was annexed and occupied by the fascists just before the war. They sacked, stole, and pillaged everything they could, just like they did in the rest of occupied Europe.
Nothing else comes to mind for the moment. Thank you for your time.
Well, feel free to come back and ask if you have any more questions. Have a nice day, Miss Walker.
Well, I can't take my bike, but I'll look at it anyway, because I can.
Pity Vaghen is practically all pedestrian. After all those months on the road, I've gotten kind of fond of that old bike.
Probably sell that bike for a decent amount of money. Especially if it still runs. But maybe not. I don't know anything about motorcycles. Anything over here? Garbage. Garbage. Don't need to go see garbage. You guys are in the way. No? No, apparently I can't go that way. Can't go out on the tracks. Can't go that way either. Excuse me? Oh. Alright, so we need to go to the Mueller's shop. At least this is still working.
Have you heard what the Thor uncovered up in the mountain?
At Devil's Pass, you mean? I did hear something on the news before coming out. What's the latest, then?
They reckon they've found remains dating back to World War II, when Alpine resistance networks led refugees across into Switzerland. Nasty times were those.
Yes, not the best times in our history, were they?
Gonna stop or I gotta continue? I think I gotta continue. Added to the diary. Kate's footsteps in order to reconstitute her trials and tribulations in Vaghen. A lot of stuff outside that you'd have to bring back in.
An antique shop, but not the one I'm looking for.
Muller's? Oh, straight ahead, Fraulein. You can't miss it.
No, that isn't the antique shop I'm looking for.
But you browsed everything before you even looked at the name of the store. Never waste of time. Oh, come back. Talk to this strange dude.
Hello?
Hello.
Müller und Söhne? It's just over there, on the next corner.
Feels like I've completely lost my appetite since the mines. And yet, Vaghen is famous the world over for its cakes.
Piece of cake. Must be Mulus.
Müller und Söhne. Mother and son. This must be the place. I thought as much. So, Hans was here in Vaghen after all. That hallmark on that sphere proves it. Wonder what that automaton was used for. I have to get a closer look. Well, that is if someone lets me in.
Oh. No sign? There we go.
Inventory day. Ring 3 times for urgent matters. Huh.
Two, three.
You rang?
Yes.
Thanks,
Sorry to
Lurch.
bother you.
Suit of armor.
I should talk to the antique dealer. I can always browse later.
I was in the middle of an inventory. Is it urgent?
Sorry. Curiosity piqued my interest. Curiosity.
Hello. I mean, guten Tag. Herr Müller?
Guten Tag, Fräulein. I am stock-taking, if you will.
Oh, sorry to disturb you, but if you don't mind, I'd like to show you a painting.
A painting?
Yes, of someone I'm looking for. A girl who apparently looked like me.
Well, I'm rather busy. But all right. Show me.
You see? It has the name of your shop on it.
Yes, the label certainly comes from here. It's very old, though.
It's the only clue I have as to the whereabouts of the girl.
I see.
My guess is, whoever owned the painting must have been a client of the shop before the painting was stolen by the Brown Shadow during the Second World War.
That's all very possible. That was when the shop sold materials for artists. As you can see, we don't sell that type of article anymore. Do you mind if I take a look?
Be my guest.
Definitely a lot more calming than the Elix. No drop frame so far.
Do you know anything about the artist?
Well, I'd say the style is close to the naturalist school, which makes sense given the date on it. The signature is very faint. From what I can make of it... No, the name doesn't ring a bell. Sorry, Fraulein.
How could the case have come from your shop?
Going by the date, the painting must have been done in my grandfather's day. Back then, the shop sold materials for art, and this type of case would have been used to protect a painting. Or to carry documents, a manuscript, or even sheet music. Apart from that, there's not much else I can tell you.
I've been told I look like the model in the painting. A slight exaggeration, no doubt. But is there any chance that you know who she could have been?
There's no exaggeration, Fraulein. Indeed, she does look like you. But I'm sorry, I've never seen her before.
Pity. You were my last hope.
I can tell you where it was painted, though, if it's any help.
Oh?
Yes, I'm certain. That's the refuge at the Silberspiegel. You can make out the mountain circus in the background. It overlooks Vaghen and leads to the Swiss border.
Right.
You can get there by the tramway. Just head southeast and get off at the end of the line.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Mind you, there's quite a hike from the station to the refuge.
Oh, I'll manage.
Anything else, Fräulein?
Actually, there is. I noticed an object in your window there. A strange metal sphere which might work with an automaton mechanical heart I have.
Yes, it's an authentic Vorarlberg.
Do you mind if I try it?
No, not at all. Let me get it for you. Here you go.
Thanks. It moved. Maybe it can be opened.
Okay.
Looks like there's something underneath its scales.
Yep, you
Looks
already
like
told me.
there's something underneath its scales.
Wrong one. Ugh, I need to start over. Wrong one. Ugh, I need to start over.
Have anything about my heart? Can I look at the heart?
There's all Oscar's data inside. I was lucky enough to steal it from the militia soldier who picked it up at the frontier between Baranur and the Yakast. I just need to find a compatible body for it.
I don't
That is if I ever get out of here.
see anything that would indicate code. I don't see anything there either.
Wrong one. Ugh, I need to start over. Wrong one. Ugh, I need to start over. Wrong one. Ugh, I need to start over.
Alright, let's... That's supposed to be it there. 293670. I think that's a 6.
Wrong one.
Oh, no.
Ugh, I need to start over.
Two 9. Oh my gosh. Back up. 3670.
Must have got it wrong. Better try something else. A Vorarlberg lock.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay, there's the lock. Nope. Go back up. Oh my god.
Sorry, Fraulein, but I can't help. I'm not familiar.
Use.
Doesn't fit. I must have missed something.
I'll try it. Wind it up. Interesting. It's a pull string on the heart. Chatty Cathy doll. Armadillo?
Oscar? Oscar, can you hear me?
Hello, Kate Walker.
Oscar, I'm so glad you're back among the living.
Interesting.
Delighted to see you too, Kate Walker. But I seem to have an internal management issue. This host body's instincts seem to be at odds with me, and...
Oscar, is everything all right? Oscar? Oscar, come back!
Oh dear, I can't control myself. Help, please, Kate Walker. Help me.
Oscar, where are you going?
I can't help it, Kate Walker. It's taking me away.
Oscar! Wait! Come back!
I am out of control, Kate Walker. Help.
Hey, what the?
Oh, took someone out.
Oscar! Oscar, are you there? Have you seen an automaton? Like a small animal.
Oh, I sure did. The little bugger just rushed inside this coffer.
Great. I gotta solve something else.
Well, do you have the key?
Oh, I have plenty on my stall. Please feel free to find the right one, and then get the hell out of here with that pet of yours.
Well, aren't you a friendly man? Is that it? You have 2 keys? You made it sound like you had a whole lot of... No?
I warn you, you'll have to pay for the damage of that animal.
Apparently nodes are not it. Aha! None of these are it.
Well, do you have the key?
Oh, I have plenty on my stall. Please feel free to find the right one, and then get the hell out of here with that pet of yours.
Oh, here we go. Such a rude man. Wait.
This is the one.
Heart-shaped box.
There you... Oscar! No! Don't!
Grab it!
Oscar, don't move. There you are.
My apologies, Kate Walker, but it seems I am unable to take over this body's instincts. It won't budge.
Hang in there, Oscar. I'll find something to force it out. I mean, you out. Whatever. You know what I mean. No, I can't use that. Hey, wait a second.
Kate Walker, what are you...
Sorry, Oscar. It's all I could come up with. You need to fight it, Oscar.
This is a strange,
Help!
circumstances here. Was not expecting something like this. I hear it. I don't see it. Ah!
Fight it, Oscar!
But I can!
You little bugger.
You can do it, Oscar. I know you can. He's trapped in a dead end. I got him now.
You had him while he was in a box. Go down. Down. There we go.
Oscar, what are you doing?
I am unable to control the beast's infernal instinct. Help me, Kate Walker.
Okay, calm down. Good boy. Nice and easy. That a boy.
Folks?
Come here. Who's my boy? Come here now. Oh, he's such a good boy. Come on.
No? Chide?
That's enough. You come back here right now.
The joking one.
Oscar! Oscar, don't! Oscar! Oscar, please! Come back! I need you!
How do you fit down that? Oh, okay. That explains it. Go down under after him. Come on. I didn't have any other option. Look pretty bummed out. It's kind of a pain in the butt. I don't should be too upset about it being gone. What am I supposed to be doing?
No, not again. Not Oscar. Oh, darn it. Why do I have to lose everyone I love?
Go back and see Muller. Okay. Gonna make me pay for it. Take it out of my hide.
So, couldn't you catch it?
No, sorry. I lost your Vorarlberg sphere.
Oh, forget it. Nobody wanted it anyway. And it was taking up window space. Automatons don't fascinate people like they used to. I imagine you're the only one who will notice it's gone.
I don't know if it gives me the option.
It's a terrible loss indeed. More than I could say. But thanks for all your help anyway.
You are very welcome. Good day to you, Fraulein.
Thank you, Herr Müller.
I could try to
I'm
go
off
back
the
to the
mountain
sewer, but I don't
refuge
think I
you
can go
told me
down there.
about. Good day. Come on, Kate. Herr Müller gave you all the pieces of information you needed. And Oscar must be long gone now. Better move on to the tram.
Yeah, I can't. Unless I could follow this. This thing? Oh no, it ends right there.
It should be kept on a leash.
Can't argue. Back to the tram? Who's down here?
Can't be this way.
It can't.
What the hell is my broom doing here?
The damn thing is on the loose, huh? Well, good riddance.
Apparently he didn't want his keys back. Oh, over there. Over there. Alright, so this is where I gotta go. I don't know where to follow the sewer. It looked like a dead end there, so I don't know. Plus the quest ended. Scratched it off. So apparently coax and coerce is not the way to go. Maybe I'll run into Oscar later. So I gotta look for a spot where the painting... Not like I can really wander around anywhere. Who's this guy looking at me? A guy out there.
Not exactly welcoming. I'd better find a way to the The refuge must have been a popular destination for vacationers. Ah, how nice. Thanks, but no thanks.
Exactly.
No one here. Hardly surprising.
I don't see anything else here. There's a creepy dude that was staring at me in the trees. Introspection.
It's so beautiful, so calm. But what am I doing here? Well, they say bad things come in threes. First Mother's death, then poor Katusha, and now Oscar. I can't believe I've lost him again. Am I doomed or what? Thank goodness I've still got the girl in the painting. Something to hang my hopes on. But maybe I'm just kidding myself. And why me? Why not Katusha? Why did she have to die? It's like this painting has chosen me. Oh, it's a beautiful place. Don't know what I expect to find here, though. Yet somehow it feels right. Can't say why. I mean, why am I so sure this mountain refuge has anything to do with the painting? Maybe I'm just a hopeless optimist. Or a lost dreamer. I guess there's only one way to find out.
Maybe I'm the reincarnation. Right? Used to be Dana.
Herr Müller was right. It's quite a walk to the refuge. Well, I guess the sooner I head out, the sooner I get there.
7.5 kilometers? In this terrain? Yeah, that would take a while. Be a pretty place, though. I'd go on a hike here. Fire the view before you set off. All right.
Bit too close to the edge, if you ask me. I should find a safer spot.
I couldn't agree more.
Wow, what a fantastic view. I should try and find a better spot to admire it from. That is stunning.
Ooh, can I go to that
Oh,
place?
Man. I guess that's the refuge, way over there. Oh well, better get going. I better be careful here. Too many fallen trees and wobbly rocks for my liking. What the hell was that?
The bear. Really? You got that close to the rabbit?
Now, what do we have here? In memory of all mountain resistance fighters.
Oh, there's a cigar. What I do, I pick it up and investigate somebody's cigar.
Too bad I can't take a break. That would have been a nice place to sit for a minute.
Sign. Oh, come back here. What sign? You are here.
Looks like all sorts of wild animals live in these mountains.
No bears.
Hiking tips? Thanks, but I think I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Plan your trip and inform others about your route you have chosen. Adapt planned routes according to your ability and weather conditions. Pay attention to the weather and avalanche warnings, even on short trips. Be equipped so you can help yourself and others. Choose safe routes. Know how to recognize avalanche terrain and unsafe ice. Use a map and a compass. Always make sure you know where you are. Don't be ashamed to turn back. Save your energy and seek shelter if you feel weak or tired. Make sure you're able to get back to the nearest shelter at all times. Greet other hikers. If you want to greet like locals do, you would say Roze. In German, Guten Tag. Bonjour in French. Buongiorno in Italian. And in the region you're hiking in. That appears to be it. The graphics are pretty. It's a pretty game. I would definitely like to be hiking in this place. Now we're in the snow.
Well, that was one heck of a walk. Oh, come on.
Climb?
A ladder now?
Oh, I thought it was just had a climb or rock climb.
Okay, let's just do this.
Put some gloves on so your hands don't get stuck to the wrong. Hey, go up!
Pretty sure there must be another way.
You are really out of shape. If you worked in a mine...
Finally. Oh. That must provide energy to the refuge.
All right. Anything over here? This looks cold right now. I'm tired of cold. Let's go back down.
I've seen that before. That must be it.
Absolutely no wind. That's the stiffest piece of paper ever.
Now I should try to find a matching point somewhere.
Hill. Be over here.
Okay. A lot of rocks over there, and in the painting. But I need some more specific comparison points.
How about that?
Those sharp peaks, they look exactly the same.
Mm-hmm. Do you have to do this one at a time? It's one at a time.
That's not specific enough to draw any solid conclusions.
You would think the peaks would do it.
No, it doesn't match.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
No matching points here. I should try something else.
Railing.
Just what I was looking for. Perfect.
Sky's not going to help me out. Okay, so the glacier.
Looks similar, sure, but it could just be a coincidence. I need to find more accurate clues.
Yeah, the sky's not going to help me out. We'll do it anyway. Sky looks the same.
Beautiful sky in either case, but that's not enough.
Oh, all I got is that. Heart-shaped rock wall. That's heart-shaped? Yeah, maybe.
That rock wall. It can't be a coincidence.
Got this for yourself?
Wow. Hardly changed at all.
I like this story.
Breathtaking, isn't it, Fräulein?
Beautiful.
Neat game. There's another game that I played that's kind
It
of
is
a
called
point
the
and click
Silberspiegel.
not too long ago.
Our local
It wasn't
pride.
too bad.
Judging from my painting, it wasn't that different 60 years ago. Ma'am, is everything all right?
Yes. It's just that you look very much like the person in the picture, Fräulein.
So, you do know her then, don't you?
Can't say I don't, but it was a very long time ago.
Her.
Actually, I've come a very long way to find out about her.
It's
really
kind of hard
like
to see the
know
heart
who
shape.
she is, or was. It's very important to me, you see.
And why is that, Fräulein?
I made a promise to a friend who happened to save my life before losing her own.
You're pulling
I
her
see.
heartstrings.
By the way, what is your name?
Oh, Walker. Kate Walker.
I am Lenny Renner.
That's not her.
Nice to meet you, Frau Lenny.
Demoiselle, my dear. My legs never did manage to get me to church in time.
Oh, Demoiselle Lenny.
Well, Fräulein Walker, 1937, you say? Ah, that was before the war, when I could still
Really
run like
soon.
the fawn wind. Father was the manager in those days.
Is it going to be released soon? I'd be interested in getting Dragon Age 4. I've only played, I think, Origin, maybe when it came out.
It was
Played some of
one
it.
summer evening that the whole story of your painting began. I remember it like it was yesterday. A group of
frame rate
scientists
here.
were staying at the refuge to prepare for an expedition to some faraway place in the east. They were being trained by a local alpinist who was to guide them.
Then the next
His
year.
name was
Oh.
Leon Kabatis. Oh,
keep
handsome
an eye
as
on
a
that.
Greek god he was, and an Olympic champion no less. Very popular with the ladies. And he was lovely to me. Would give me a wink and a smile whenever I served him his beer. Thank you, Demoiselle Lenny, he would say. In French, if you please. Made me feel like a proper little madam. But then Frau Junta would always shoo me away.
Frau Junta?
Must have been in her mid-20s. But of course, to me, she was an old hag. Past it. And I didn't like the way she bossed my Leon around with that camera of hers. The refuge was buzzing. Everyone was jolly. And the scientists were there, debating as usual about this and that.
I need to play the other ones.
A
I have.
cheerful bunch, really, despite their
I
disputes.
think I have 2.
Except that is, for one, Frank Hoss was his name.
Oh, I do
Preferred
have
his own
Origin, and I can't think
company.
of the other one.
Though I could see, even with my young eyes, he was devious as the devil.
But what about the girl in the picture?
Well, she was there that evening too. She had come to work through the summer. Her name was Dana. Dana Roze. Ah, she was as cute as a button and well-mannered with it. Even father was sweet as a lamb to her.
Take care of the
Inquisition,
scientist
that's one.
drinks, then
I have
go around
2
taking orders.
Origins
And have a
and
look at the
Inquisition.
stove while you're at it.
Yes, Herr Gustav.
Will you be all right now, Dana? It's the first busy night since you started, so just ask if there's anything you need to know. All right, my lovely?
I'll be fine.
Thank you, Herr Gustav, but it looks pretty straightforward. I'll be fine.
That's the girl. Off you trot then, my lovely. Keep smiling, and you'll have them carrying your tray for you.
I need to serve those drinks to the scientists.
Spits? Is that it? Spits and burn? Enabled? So one spits and burn, one nibble. Nibble? I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
What a strange mechanism. It reminds me of the
Dragon Age
automatons on
2.
the musical square.
Yeah, the characters in this
I should go on
game
the
are
other
both
side
pretty
of the
good.
counter. Those drinks won't get served by themselves.
Oh, maybe I was actually supposed to lift this up. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we got one spits. Nice. Another spits. Spike. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Birne, huh?
There we go. I didn't know they'd put me to work while I'm playing. No, no, no. Right there. Not all they do.
I should go on the other side of the counter. Those drinks won't get served by themselves. I should go on the other side of the counter.
What do you mean go on the other
Those
side of the
drinks won't
counter?
get served by themselves.
I can't go any further on the counter. Maybe I gotta go over on the side of the table. Alright, let's go back. Man, I got the drinks. I can't go any further that way.
I should go on the other side of the counter. Those drinks won't get served by themselves.
No, we can do better.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's the people in here I need to give them to, but they won't let me talk to them. You're dropping frames? Looks like it's
I should go on the other side of the counter.
What are you talking about, woman?
Those drinks won't get served by themselves. I should go on the other side of the counter.
You're really ticking me
Those
off, lady.
drinks won't get served by themselves.
I wonder if it's YouTube doing it. I don't see anything on my end. Oh, but I'm noticing it, though. I wonder if it's YouTube. Must be YouTube acting up.
I should go on the other side of the counter. Those
What?
drinks won't get served by themselves.
Are you oh, I know what I did wrong. I'd be dumb. I need 2 of these.
The keg's empty. I need to change it. Here's the neighbor.
Okay, how do I... Pretty strong. Yeah. Running better? I think it's looking better. There we go.
That should be it. Let's serve these gentlemen now.
That's why I'm not a waiter.
No, we'll have to go higher, I'm telling you.
But my point is that it's highly improbable that any primate will be able to survive so high up, let alone thrive.
And if they were thriving, we wouldn't be looking for them, would we? I say they've taken to the higher ground, and they only come down to steal livestock and game.
Look out, chaps.
Gentlemen, your drinks?
Ah, good on you, lassie. Horst, make yourself useful and pass these around. First day, is it?
Oh, they're gonna
Better
hit on
make
me.
a wish then.
All right, I will. I wish you would tell me what all those maps are for.
Ah, that I can grant you. They show all the different locations of an expedition we're planning.
Awkward? Are you staring at me?
I see you haven't come just for the view then.
Oh no, Fraulein. We're only here for the beer and a pretty smile. That's our trainer out there. Supposed to knock this scraggly lot into shape for the big climb in Baltayar.
He's a strapping young lad.
Right. And what about you, gentlemen?
Well, let me introduce you to my dream team. Horst Sauer, talented anthropologist and frequent but worthy pain in the ass, your mother. Rudolf Jäger, distinguished ethnologist. And last but not least, Albert Bauer,
Paleontologist.
And yourself?
Reinhard Berger, biologist.
As Herr Berger says, we're here to train for the Origin expedition.
In return for funding for our own projects back home.
And for the love of science, eh, Horst?
Oh, yes, of course, Herr Berger. I'm sure none of us would be here otherwise, would we?
And what about you, my lovely?
Oh, I'm Dana. I'm working here during the holidays, that's all.
Awkward!
And what's that one of,
I'm just
if you don't
staring at
mind
me.
me asking?
You've never seen a woman before.
That is Baltaya, a remote region in the mountains of northern China. That's where I'll be leading my team in a couple of weeks.
And what's this expedition for?
Well, keep it to yourself, but the code name is Origin. And if I have my way, it will likely change the way we perceive humanity.
I'm curious to know what this Origin expedition is all about, though. If it's not top secret, that is.
Put it this way, Fraulein Dana. If, when, we discover what we're looking for, you will no doubt remember this conversation as your claim to fame. You will tell your grandchildren that you served the Origin team, the team that discovered none other than the missing link of the superior race of humans, the Australopithecus habilis, the direct ancestor of Homo sapiens. Or, more vulgarly put, the abominable snowman.
Oh, I see.
That guy's paying attention
now
to
I
the
get why
background.
it's called Origin.
Whatever we find, whatever we call it, it's likely to send shockwaves all through the world of anthropology. It will help us to explain how we evolved from Australopithecus to modern man, and then became...
According to them,
He's off
we're
again,
ancestors of the
getting
abominable
started on
snowman.
anthropology, and he's like a bolted horse. I don't think Fraulein Dana wants you to clobber her with your
Yes,
explanations.
we are all
Horst.
Sasquatches. What? On the contrary?
I might only be a waitress, but actually I find it quite interesting.
Well, Fräulein, the Origin expedition could lead us to a totally new series of studies, or even reveal a new mode of tribal organization, or a micro-society, by the discovery of a specimen that may well have played a major role in the evolution of modern man.
Come, gentlemen, here's to the Brown Shadow for generously sponsoring this expedition,
Oh,
which is
great.
sure to redefine our understanding
Everybody
of
doing good? Okay,
mankind.
good.
Oh, I see we're fraternizing with the personnel, gentlemen.
Just giving a toast to our generous sponsor, Herr Herz.
May I remind you that this mission, financed by my party, is confidential? Do you know what that means, Dr. Berger?
Yes, Herr Herz.
It means, gentlemen, it is strictly forbidden to communicate any details or objectives to anyone outside our circle, let alone to the first waitress to come by twinkling her eyelashes. Fraulein, as soon as you're done here, I suggest you get back to your chores.
What a brute.
That is one of the inconveniences of working with a heavily politicized private sponsor. But he's just doing his job. And I suppose, like anything else in life, there has to be some compromise to get what one desires. So, think nothing of it, Fraulein. It is the way of science. Indeed, it is the way of the world.
Let it go.
I suppose it is the way of the world, Herr Berger. Thank you, gentlemen, for telling me about your expedition. But I must get back to work.
Since we're gonna take orders out here.
Leon, dear, do make an effort.
What are you doing?
Lenny, sweetheart?
Crikey, you nearly made me jump out of my skin.
What have you got there?
Oh, it's a camera lens, that's all.
A camera lens?
Yeah? Borrowed it from Frau Junta.
Who is this Frau Junta, anyway?
Ginger Junta, over there.
She married?
Oh no, too old to marry now. She's way past 20, you know. That's why she
way
likes
too
filming
old.
Leon. Because he's young and handsome.
Lenny?
And she never lets me have a go of her gear anyway. I only wanted to help her film something. I bet she's jealous.
Lenny, what's so special about Frau Junta's equipment that makes you want to steal it?
Borrow it.
All right, borrow it.
Can't you see? Who would be interested in Ginger Junta if she didn't have a camera, huh? She's too old for Leon. She uses it so she can be the centre of attention, you know.
Is that what you want?
No, not exactly. Besides, there's nothing to do here.
I do understand, Lenny, but...
No, you don't. Feels like a prison here sometimes, all on my own. When I grow up, I'll live at the top of a building in the big city, and I'll have a swimming pool on my roof.
Believe me, I do understand, Lenny. Because of my coughing fits, I've sometimes had to stay in my room for weeks on end. Imagine that, nothing to see but the same four walls.
Oh, right. Must have been pretty tough,
I've only
I guess.
heard of it. I haven't seen anything
That's
about
why
Martha's
I took
Dead.
up the piano. Do you like doing anything special, Lenny?
Is it any good?
I suppose I like making stuff with Papa. He's got ever such clever hands, you know. But he's always so busy in the summer.
Let's be friends then, shall we?
You won't tell on me then?
Not now that we're friends.
You promise?
Camera Talk reminds you of that?
I promise.
Okay.
That's it. Hold it.
Another creation of Herr Gustav. I guess he won't mind if I take a quick look.
Interesting.
The Silberspiegel, the heart-shaped rock face that gave its name to the refuge. According to Herr Gustav, only the most seasoned alpinists can climb it.
Can I look anywhere else? Okay, we gotta put that away. I'm not the... I find some horror games, but I'm kind of a chicken when it
Come
comes to
on,
horror
Leon,
games.
show me your energy, your youth. Oh dear, you look more like my old Aunt Helga.
Better not interrupt them. That Frau Junta wasn't exactly friendly earlier with Lenny.
Just
I'd
do
better
it.
not
No!
disturb them.
I just
I
got
don't
it.
want to risk another scolding.
Yes,
I need to add more wood in the fire.
All right. And the wood. Can I put this tray down? Do I have to constantly carry this? Oh, you know what? I'm interested. I want to know what I do with this. It is definitely an adrenaline rush playing those games. I played Daymare during the during October. Here's some wood. You don't let me do anything with it though.
Those paintings. I think Herr Gustav wanted me to help him choose the one he should buy. He must have left me a note somewhere.
Next to it? Little favor to ask you, young Leon the alpinist is trying to fog me off with one of those paintings. Does them in his spare time. I grant you they might not be masterpieces, but they're well painted. At least I can see what they are. And I would be dead off to hang one up on my wall. Besides, Leon's a decent lad and brings in the customers. I thought as your father sells them, no saw it all, I ask you to choose. Alright.
I should take a closer look at those paintings before choosing one.
Oh, there we go, above them. I like this one. It's kind of cool. Choose that one.
I think I'll pick this one. So glad Herr Gustav likes me to play for the clients. This way at least I won't get rusty.
Put this tray down. That wood right next to it on the floor. What's in that? Aha.
I need to open the stove first.
Well, aren't you picky? It looks pretty darn hot.
It's not enough. I need to feed the fire more.
Why didn't you grab more wood when I was by it? Dying Light is giving me pretty good. Enjoyed that one. Yeah, I am. I'm playing Dying Light 2. Because my next game I'm playing after this is Weird West. Then I'll be playing Dying Light 2. But I've never played a Dying Light game, so we're gonna see how
That should be it for the fire.
how that goes.
But I think there's something wrong with the airflow.
Of course.
Looks all good to me. This mechanism controls the air intake, if I remember correctly. Herr Gustav didn't have time to fix it.
All right. Anything I'm supposed to be doing?
Herr Gustav didn't have time to fix it.
Anything there? Nothing there. airflow on this one.
Looks like there's something wrong with the airflow.
3. On 3.
Looks all good to me.
Okay, where's number 3? Let's see, 1 and 2. Oh, over here, 3.
No. Impossible. That one is loose.
Fix it.
Looks all good to me.
Yeah, that's 4. Okay. Did that fix it? No. Put it back on? Wait, what am I supposed to do? Valve. Guess this stuff. Maybe I'm supposed to... Talk to the owner?
Off you go, my girl. You'll be fine.
Well, that's not what I wanted. Come on, where are you going? Okay. Woman? Stop. Look. I mean...
Looks all good to me. Impossible.
That one I can't do anything with. 4 is fine.
Looks like there's something wrong with the airflow. That should be it for the fire. But I think there's something wrong with the airflow. According to the dials on the stove, there's a problem with the air intake. I'll need to adjust it directly using the stove valves.
What is this?
Wow, I've never seen a stove like this. It must be one of Herr Gustav's inventions that everyone talks about down in Vaghen.
Alright, well thanks for stopping by, Kayleen. You have a good night. And there we go.
That's it. I'm done here. I've done all that Herr Gustav told me to do.
The hint didn't
I'd
do
better go and tell
anything
him.
for me. And all of that with tray in my hands. I deserve a raise.
All right.
Fine. No more orders and everyone's served.
That's the go. You handled your first foray pretty well, Dana, my girl, stepping away as you did from anything to do with the brown shadow. Keep it up, and we'll all be all right. Hey,
Personal
Dana?
space, dude.
But what if he...
Just do as you did, and we'll be all right. You played him like a fiddle, Dana. Well done. Especially as I didn't even have to spell out how to go about it. You're a natural. So keep it up, my lovely, and you'll be opening doors at the flick of an eyelash. So, young lady, you're still off to the academy in the fall, are you not? What you waiting for, then? Get back to your practicing, and play us a nice tune while you're at it.
All right then, I will. Thank you, Herr Gustav.
Play something melodious this time. It'll make a nice change from the military pieces some of the patrons have been requesting of late.
Abduction in some survival games like Subsistence and The Affected. I've never played Abduction. The others. Play the piano. Okay. Let me open it.
Well, Herr Gustav did a pretty good job repairing that key I broke yesterday.
I think the games I have the most, like survival games that I have in, the most I played is Subsistence, and then it's Atlas, I believe. Yeah. And then it's 7 Days to Die, I think it is. They're all enamored. Abduction. I don't know anything about that game. Oh my god, is it going really choppy again? What kind of game is Abduction? Is it like Mist and Ribbon? I'm really horrible at those games. I think it's YouTube that's acting up.
Leon, what are you doing? I want to catch the light.
Yeah, looks like it's running really choppy again. I think it's just YouTube tonight is acting up. Yeah. Everything looks good on my end. Keep getting my face close to my mic and it's making me all red. And YouTube.
Oh, God, I hope I haven't...
Bravo! Bravo! Bravo!
Bravo. Bravo.
Clap!
Clap?
How can you clap? Oh? So you like noise, do you? Do you? Well, you should be ashamed! Ashamed, I say! To applaud the music of a treacherous Polish separatist! Rebel-rousing! It's this kind of rebel-rousing that puts the poison of Marxist Vaghen ideology in the minds of honest people! And those who partake in its vulgarization are accessories to treason!
You are drunk, Herr Hoss.
Out of my way, boy.
Man, what's going on here?
Come, Fraulein. Best clear off until the dust settles.
You should have seen me then, Fraulein Walker. I was so young and eager to witness whatever could happen between Dana and Leon. I needed to know, to be included, one way or another.
Wow, this is irritating. It's not working.
A blasted fight. That's all I need.
Look, it just pretty much stopped working.
Not now, Lenny.
Shouldn't you be in bed?
I'm playing Lenny?
Lenny, don't. Give them some space, would you?
Take a look.
He had it coming.
Wow, he really hit that hard.
Oh, Lenny. Why don't you leave the piano to those who actually know how to play it, huh?
I don't understand why. I think it's just YouTube that's acting up, but I don't know. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's... I don't get it.
Dana did a good job. It's nice and warm in here now, but maybe a bit too much for Herr Hoss.
Hey, pay attention. What am I supposed to be doing here? I'm supposed to go out there. I already talked to these people. Yeah, I may just end the stream here. Oh, upstairs. I just ended a little bit early tonight because this thing is not working very well. Local man Leon Kobatis took a shock slalom men's gold at Garmisch Partenkirchen Winter Olympics on Saturday as the two favorites both spectacularly bombed out. Ivar Ballengrund of Norway won silver, 0.34 seconds behind, and Rudi Kranz of Germany the bronze after his compatriot Franz Fifner and then Bertil Persson of Norway both imploded. Kabatas 21 became the only Vaghen skier to win an Olympic medal, breaking the national record set by Hans Gartmann in 1932 in Lake Placid. It means everything I've been training my whole life for at a moment like this, said the unheralded mountain guide from Vaghen. Took a medal in Lake Placid 1932, a bronze, but I always dreamt about a gold medal, and now it is a dream come true, and I'm totally blown away. Vados follows the footsteps of Max Schaefer as not only the second national women's Olympic gold. It's starting to work again. Yeah. Something's going on. I have to try to figure it out. Maybe it's not beyond my control. I don't know.
You all right? Yeah, I thought so.
It's just that if I had retaliated, I would have lost my job, you know? Believe me, I came this close to not being able to pay for my studies at the academy after the holidays.
Forget it.
No,
he was blind drunk.
It
won't
working.
even remember it come tomorrow.
Doesn't give me the
All
error.
Gustav could see it wasn't your fault. Besides, you didn't see him after your performance. Ecstatic he was.
There are more and more people like that brute. They don't even bother to hide their hatred anymore. It's like they've been given a mission, or perhaps I should say permission, to abuse people like me, as if Vagarans had suddenly become the scourge of society. And we're powerless to act because if we did, we'd lose our home. My parents, they've become a bundle of nerves. They can't sleep at night. Only last week, our shop window got smashed again, and our neighbors, they couldn't care less, and neither could the authorities. I'm sorry. I've upset you, haven't I?
You've put my own suspicions into words, Fraulein. Because what you say about the Brown Shadow is true, and that's what worries me. I used to think they were just a bunch of cranks in their ridiculous uniforms. But now I can see these lunatics really are serious. Deadly serious.
But you did know who was behind the Origin expedition.
Never gave it much thought, to be honest. Only met Huss and the scientists today. For me, they were no different from any other group I've trained. If I'd have known that, I'd have had second thoughts. Actually, do you know what?
What?
I'm going to stop training them.
Can you do that?
It's still a free country, right? So after a few weeks' notice, I'll be off the hook. At least, I get to spend the summer here with you. Painting.
But I don't paint.
No, you play. I paint. It's my passion. And you can be my muse.
Is that what you say to all the girls?
No. Never.
Hello, you two lovebirds.
Oh, the old
Everyone's
lady.
going to bed, so you better come back inside or you'll catch cold. Or worse.
And that's how Dana pipped everyone at the post. It only took one look for Leon to fall head over heels in love with her.
May have to make maybe a slight adjustment or two
And
or
it didn't
something, I
take
think.
much for Dana to fall for him. Love at first sight, you might say.
Yeah, I think I might have to make some adjustments maybe to after the stream tonight, just to see if it'll maybe that's gonna be an issue.
The whole band stayed at the chalet all summer long. Then, I suppose, everyone went their own sweet way.
Did you ever see any of them again?
Oh, no.
What about Dana and Leon?
They too went their own ways, I guess. And that, Fräulein Walker, is all there is to it.
Do you know if she's still alive?
Can't be sure, but I doubt it. It was a lifetime ago, Fräulein Walker.
He'd be old.
Where do you think she might be if she were?
No idea. Things went from bad to worse after that summer. Not to mention half the town was razed during the war.
Did Dana leave anything here? Any documents or anything that might help me find where she went?
Not that I know of. But I suppose there might be in Father's old coffer. Must still be in the loft. Junta bought it from him that summer, so she could use it to store her precious filming gear. She was supposed to come back for it, but she never did. If there is anything that can help you, it will be in there. So feel free to look around the refuge by yourself if you like, even though I don't think anyone managed to open the coffer since Junta left.
Thank you, Demoiselle Lenny. Thank you so much.
Okay. Piano.
That must be the piano Dana played on the night she met Leon. The night Lenny told me about.
Ah, I see I'm not the only one stuck here. Bah, pull up a seat and together we can moan about being stuck here.
Thank you, but I have things to do.
I hope you can stay until this evening at least. In London they have the changing of the guard. Here we get the changing of the colors. I guarantee it's worth the wait. English?
American, actually.
Oh, seeing as you've come so far, then. Besides, it's always nicer to be stranded in good company. From Belgium, myself, on a world climbing tour.
Stranded?
Didn't you know? They've closed the Teufelskragen. That's the path they call the
Teufelskragen.
Devil's Pass.
So that's what all the fuss is about.
All down to climate change.
You mean the thaw, right?
made the path too dangerous to climb and apparently resulted in a morbid discovery.
Oh?
Bodies of resistance fighters, killed while leading refugees to Switzerland. Frozen solid.
Resistance fighters? You mean frozen since the Second World War?
That's what the paper says.
Is that what the tent's for?
It's a temporary chapel of rest that the rescue team made while waiting for the bodies to be airlifted out.
I see. I guess there's no reason to disrespect the departed, even after all these years.
I only hope all this sudden interest from excavationists puts an end to the stupid rumors that a strange creature haunts the Silberspiegel. Otherwise, you can be sure as soon as the old lady pops her clogs, this place will become run over by those infernal tourists.
Devil's Pass?
Can you tell me about this Devil's Pass?
Oh, it's on the far side of the cirque, looking out from the terrace. As you can imagine, it's called Devil's Pass because it's extremely dangerous. Most of all because of the risk of avalanche. Only seasoned alpinists can negotiate it, really. As a professional alpinist myself, what I love about it is knowing I'm climbing in the tracks of courageous climbers of bygone times. There's a real sense of history about it. For example, resistance fighters used it during the war to smuggle Vagrants and other victims of the Brown Shadow into Switzerland.
Frozen bodies.
What about those frozen bodies they discovered at the foot of Devil's Pass?
Well, due to climate change, the snow line has receded, revealing the bodies trapped in the ice since the Second World War. Most probably resistance fighters and exiles, trying to flee the fascist occupiers and reach Switzerland by the pass. I imagine they got caught in an avalanche. Poor wretches have been imprisoned ever since. Until today. That is why the authorities have blocked access to the pass, so they can take the bodies out, identify them, and give them a proper burial.
I missed your abduction. I'll take a peek and see. On abduction. I'll take a look.
I've had some experience with fantastic
I'm not very good at those games,
fauna
though.
myself. But what do you make of the so-called strange creature that roams the mountain?
Just another local fairy tale to pull in the tourists, if you ask me. They say it lives in prehistoric caves. And that it's responsible for people going missing. Ooh. Some even say that the mysterious cries you can hear on some nights are the creature calling for a mate. In other words, the usual twaddle you normally get in remote or uncharted places like the high mountain or the deep sea. Twaddle passed down from generation to generation through sheer ignorance.
Surely, from what I read on the way here, the cries could come from an animal native to the area, couldn't they?
That is my thinking exactly. No doubt a bear with something caught in his throat. It happens, you know. Probably scared a tourist one evening, or... maybe it was young pranksters.
Right. Thanks for cluing me in. Anyway, I better get back to what I was doing.
You are welcome, Fräulein.
A mechanical stove. Seen better days. Another object with the look of the Vorarlberg workshop.
Is there anything over here?
Reminds me of Hans's automatons in Valladolid.
I mean, I guess we're gonna have to go up. So where's the picture that I selected? Is that here at all? I missed something to click on. Back down for a second.
Lenny's father must have made this stair lift to help her get up and down the stairs. Must have taken him many hours. It's touching when you think about it.
Or he just didn't want to carry her. Oh. Oh, it's to the attic. Okay.
Dormitories. I wonder how many people stop at the refuge these days.
A novel. I can't read it. Not sure why that was of any interest.
This must be Lenny's room.
Well, we
Not
barged
sure I'm
in.
allowed in here, really.
Well, she's not rushing up here. Local man. Oh, we already read that. All right.
That's pretty impressive. Obviously helps Lenny get up and about.
I would have to agree. All right, nobody helps her clean, though. Yeah, I won't be able to go that way. So let's go up to the attic. Can't.
Take-up reel. Like the ones used on old cinema projectors.
That makes me feel old. When I was in school, that's what we cut. Some of this movies and stuff we watched at school. So I remember watching The Crucible, having that on that film. I think it was The Crucible. I think that was the name of the movie.
This must be Yunta's coffer, the one Lenny spoke about.
Set the left side panel, set the top panel, set the right panel. Wicca, wicca. Mountains. Can't rotate it. Back up. Should be fine. What kind of person does this? That just doesn't look right. Hmm. Doesn't want me to rotate it. I think I need to unlock it. What I need to do. Somehow. Look right. There's the two peaks. I don't think that's right. Is that it? Hmm. And it looks right. Maybe not. This middle one is not right. Ah. Okay, so that opened that. Now this one. Also pick these up. I just pull these out? That's supposed to pop out. That looks like that could go there. That does not. Isn't something? Hmm. Oh. Oh. I don't know. That would be. Feels like I'm supposed to take these out or move them, but I don't see anything, and I don't know where those numbers are. The part I'm confused about. If this can't be there. This doesn't look right. It's like that don't look right. A little confused by this one. Feels like I should be able to take these out because some of these don't look like they match at all. Like that doesn't go in there. That could go there. Hmm. Anything else I can look at? So I got that code. I don't know. April 13th, 1945. Herr Gustav Renner, with regard to your letter August 3rd, we're pleased to inform you that Vorarlberg Manufacturing would be honored to assist your daughter Lenny following the tragic events that resulted in her disability. Both my father and my brother Hans would have been as admired as I am of her selfless courage during the troubling years the old continent of Europe has recently suffered. Doubly proud to learn that Lenny is the daughter of one of the most talented former employees. It is therefore with great pleasure that Vorarlberg Manufacturing has decided to respond favorably to your request. Please find enclosed the construction plans that allow you to adapt the entire mountain refuge to Lenny's handicap.
Don't want to break my neck, thank you very much.
What was that? I don't know if that's gonna help me. What's this chest? But I'm a little confused on the side.
I should check each side of the coffer.
Really?
Looks like I can slide these images on the side in and out.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I guess it's just trial and error.
Amazing. Now it shows the view from the terrace.
Yeah, now I got this. Yep. Something has to...
Take-up reel. Like the ones used on old cinema projectors.
Something to play that on, maybe? Don't see anything here. Nothing's over there. I can't see in that corner. What's it say
The
for him?
painting on the top of Yunta's coffer reminds me of the view from the terrace.
Yeah. Considering I already solved it, except for this.
I think the spyglass on the terrace is pointed towards the mountains, the same that are on the top of Yunta's coffer.
And we'll go look, I guess. I don't see anything up here, so... Gotta get numbers from something.
There's a cap blocking the view. There must be... It won't budge. There must be a way of unblocking it somewhere else on the mechanism.
No, I don't think so.
That's worth a try. I don't have any money. Don't really look like I'm going anywhere here.
That must be the notice the alpinist at the refuge spoke about. It prohibits access to Devil's Pass due to the bodies of the resistance fighters found in the ice.
Due to recent discovery at the foot of the passage known as Devil's Pass, the path has been closed to facilitate excavation works. In order to prevent any risks of accident, to ensure public safety, access to Devil's Pass is strictly prohibited until further notice. Alright. I tried talking to her again.
What now, Fräulein? I was just about to doze off.
About Yunta's coffer.
What about it?
You wouldn't happen to know the combination, would you?
I told you before, I don't know it.
She's a little rude now.
Where did the coffer in the loft come from?
In fact, Father made it himself during the long winter evenings. He wanted something more elegant and solid than the old family coffer where he kept the takings. So he made the one upstairs, thanks to the techniques he learnt when he worked in the Vorarlberg factory in Valladolid.
Valladolid in France?
That's right. The price Junta paid was equivalent to a month's worth of takings. Money well spent, though, because it was built like a mountain fortress.
How did you meet Leon Kobatis?
Why do you ask? You from the police or something?
No. I just thought I'd ask, since you seem to appreciate him. Didn't you?
Fräulein, when I said you could look in the guest rooms, it didn't include my room. But yes, like I said before, he was a regular customer even before the episode with Dana. To me, he was like a movie star. What young girl wouldn't be bowled over by a young, handsome alpinist? And to top it off, an Olympic medalist?
I'll be going then.
Something with the code. I don't see a single thing down here. Yeah.
Dormitories. I wonder how many people stop at the refuge these days.
Over here maybe I missed? I don't believe I can go over there. I'll try. I guess I didn't enter that room. Here.
It's austere. Looks like a storage room. Somebody's been smoking. A client,
Recently.
maybe? Unless Lenny likes to sneak a smoke. There. But who could have left it open? So that's the painting Dana told Lenny's father to buy.
I picked.
Not bad. And similar in style to my painting. Wonder what the others were like.
I don't see...
Austere. Looks like a
anything
storage
else.
room.
Don't think anything here is going to give away. No. I think I can go this way, can I? No. All right. Go back up. We need a coin for that. I don't know. where I would get it. I don't see anything else. Gives me numbers. That. Is that the chest? That. There's number dates on here. I don't know if that's gonna actually pull it up. I mean, we could do. There's 6 of them all together. We could do 13, 1945. Just seems like an odd number to put. Wait. Oh, I think that was just a ladder.
Don't want to break my neck, thank you very much.
No?
I should try to use the spyglass on the terrace to find clues for the codes to Yunta's coffer.
Yeah, I know
I
that
should
much.
try to use the spyglass on the terrace to find clues for the codes to Yunta's coffer.
Yeah, I need money then. Coin slot. Unless she has something hidden in her room for it. On the desk? Where? Which desk? Nothing.
Photos of the refuge. Looks like they're arranged by time period. These date from before the war. There's even one from the summer when Dana worked at the refuge. There are no photos of the occupation of Vaghen by the Brown Shadow. I guess that corresponds to when Lenny and her father had to leave the refuge. All these photos go up to the 80s, including my date of birth. This series ends at 2002, 3 years ago, when I began my journey with Oscar and Hans's train.
Oh, I do? I don't see that I have any money. Oh, my wallet.
The meager amount I've managed to save since I escaped from the mine.
We'll go check. It has to deal with it. I mean, I have to do with the telescope, so. I've noticed that. Use the axe on
Maintaining
it.
the refuge must be a huge job. As tough as Lenny is, I hope she has some help when she needs it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she's not chopping wood. Wallet! Ha ha! Ha ha! Right? No? Ha ha! Thank you! Thank you! Ah!
That's the fabled Silberspiegel. Oh, I wish I had time to watch it change color.
I mean, 72 degrees. That's not what I want. That puts it away. Here we go. 63. 72, 63.
I've already taken a picture of that view.
Can I click on anything else? Already looked at that. Already looked at that. I can't move any of these. Ah! There we go. Well, that's not gonna do me any good.
So that's what they call the Devil's Pass.
102, 108 maybe? I think it maybe 102, 108.
The bodies of the resistance fighters that the Alpinists mentioned must be inside. Gives me the creeps just thinking about it.
gonna get smaller numbers here. Yeah. No. So there's 102, 105. Let's hope that's it. This doesn't... Oh, try. 102, 105? I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. Oh, 108. 108. How was I thinking 5? Well, if it has to go with this picture... I didn't need to go all the way back. It'd be this one, right? So maybe 072? Maybe? Where are you going? Where are you going? Right here. I'm clicking on it. Yeah. Right, 072? Ah. Ah. Nice.
I'll need a key to open it.
Why didn't I save the one I had before?
No doubt Yunta must have written this. Summer 1937. The year Dana worked here. Let's see. I filled my last diary last night. Ordered another one, but still waiting for supplies to be delivered to the refuge. Using an old envelope in the meantime. Today invited Dana for a chat after her shift.
Alright, so back 1937. Well, if it's going to autosave, I'm going to end it here because it is later than I normally stream. And, yeah, I got to get up in 5.5 hours.
I'd like to know what Leon
But
sees
we'll wait for
in
this to
her.
finish, obviously.
I've never seen him so smitten. Thanks for popping up, Dana. How did the shift go?
Fine, same as usual.
Just finishing up here, then I'll make us a nice cup of tea.
Wow, that looks futuristic. What is it?
There's the key.
Ah, that little baby is my viewer. That's why it goes in the coffer.
What does it do?
I use it to put together and edit the rushes.
The what?
Rushes. In other words, the strips of unedited footage. I've finished today's selection, so be a dear and put it in the coffer, would you?
I would if I knew how.
Oh, just turn the key in the lock.
Thanks to the document found in 2005 by Kate, you can relive the events in the past it describes using information Dana gained in the past to progress with Kate. Swap between Kate and Dana. Okay.
Dana, be a darling and put the key somewhere safe. You can't be too careful with these mountain people, especially with that little Lenny sniffing around my equipment all the time.
Where do you normally put it?
I have a little hiding place over there.
Is this where you want me to put the key?
Yes, there's a dear.
It's a handy hiding place. Euntis' key should be safe in there.
Just need to finish preparing for the filming tomorrow. Then we can chat away to our heart's content. If you could just fetch me a new roll of film from the darkroom, then we're done.
Okay, well, we are going to end it here for tonight. We'll continue this on Sunday night. Same time as always, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And, yeah, we're going to continue the story. I don't think the game is too long. I think the game's like 12 to 15 hours. So we'll probably get it done possibly 3 nights, 4. Then after that, it is going to be Weird West that we'll be playing. But I'd just like to thank everybody for spending some time here. I greatly appreciate it. If you did enjoy this, please hit that like button. If you are new here and like to see more content like this, please subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time.